Gate number 4. Racing, off they go over 7 furlongs in the Weatherbys British EBF Maiden Stakes. Well away, throwing the head around a little is Swordmaker. Engroin is prominent to the far side in the black and white. Prominent near side in the white cap is the well-fancied Distant Storm. They're not going much gallop at all, and Distant Storm will lead them at the end of the opening furlong and a half. Distant Storm from Swordmaker and then Venetian Prince. 3 horses racing isolated from the others over on the far side at Engroin, the blue and orange of Constitution River and the maroon of Oxagon. Engroin perhaps just about in front now from Distant Storm, Swordmaker, Venetian Prince, Constitution River and then Oxagon. These are then followed by Billy Cart, then Aspect Island, more near side Catullus in the all royal blue. Aspect Island just in behind those now with the pushed along Oceans 4, then Raging Raj and Anida Beer is the back marker. Racing inside the final 3 furlongs in black and white. Engroin showing out in front down the centre of the course, pushed along now in second and ridden for more Distant Storm, then more near side in the violet Billy Cart against the running Rallis Catullus. Wider out Constitution River now looking to make his effort. Then came Venetian Prince. Quite a few of the chances they raced down towards the final furlong. Distant Storm perhaps just in front from Engroin and Constitution River, who's still running on. Then came Billy Cart and then behind that one Catullus, Constitution River and Distant Storm to battle this out. Constitution River, Distant Storm, head bob at the line. Constitution River and Distant Storm clear from Catullus and Billy Cart. In behind those came Oxagon and then Venetian Prince.
So half of these races at the July Festival have gone to Charlie Appleby and William Buick, and Charlie was just joking. You were annoyed about that second earlier on. Distant Storm, what a great start to his career, but it looks like the first 2 are very, very smart indeed.
Yeah, most definitely. Look, without stating the obvious, we all know what figure he was when he was purchased from the Deauville the Breeze Up Sale at Deauville, Son of Night Thunder. As I think I spoke to you before, and this is one of the nicest, sort of breezed up horses I've seen for the future. The others that we purchased were sort of for this season. We always felt as a team this is a horse that's been bought for next year, and very, very straightforward. He sort of. We didn't really have a set plan when to run him, but he was just doing everything very easily, and we thought, well, as soon as we get a run into him, then as soon as we can just back off him again. And so, as William said coming in, he's just give him time. That's all he needs. So, another run or 2, and that will do him this year. But he was bought as a potential 3-year-old, and what we've seen evidence today, I think we've hopefully got a nice 3-year-old going forward on our hands.
I thought he did really well to get there, get his head down in the right place at the right time and show the craft that you need in order to win in a tight finish there.
Exactly, I might say he's been so straightforward since he's arrived. Considering some of these breeze up horses, they take a little while just to, it's challenging for them, should we say, early part of their careers and then moving stables. But he's just slotted straight in and just been a very straightforward horse to handle and deal with. So full credit to the people who obviously prepared him for that. But from our point of view, I was sort of confident, even we were in a ding-dong. If you finish second, you finish second today. But I like yourself, I love the way he did it, put his head down, straight as a gun barrel and wanted it, to be fair.
And you can understand the price tag out of the only progeny of George Washington as well, a pretty special individual horse.
Yes, for sure, very exciting on pedigree but as we know, Lydia, we see plenty of pedigrees that don't unfortunately turn up like that. But this is a horse that, so far to date, you can't not be, excited and looking forward to the rest of his career.
Do you see him going Group 1 level as a 2-year-old?
I think, as you saw, as an individual, I think he needs to strengthen a bit more yet. Because I don't want to. You wouldn't want to. For me, I wouldn't want to do it until you think you've got a slightly more finished article as a 2-year-old, or else I think we just knock ourselves backwards again. So I think we'll let him decide, or not decide, but let him tell us physically. Well, we go not baby steps. We will step into Pattern Company 1, would imagine, next start. But when we get to a Group 1 level by the end of his 2-year-old career, we'll see. Yeah.
Okay. And Catullus, you must have been delighted with in 3rd as well.
Very. I said to James. James.
You're right.
He'd look a bit awkward there. He said, I didn't have much room to come. He said, I've had to angle out because I just thought his head carriage looked a little bit. He said the ground was just quick enough for him. So, but yeah, nice horse. We'll build on that. As you saw, he's a few kilos heavier than the other fella. So he was ready for a day out though.
2 lovely horses. I look forward to see what you do with them.
Thank you very much, Lydia. Thank you.
Cheers. That's a 6th success at the July Festival for William Buick. Half of the races have gone to him and Charlie Appleby, as I was just saying. Distant Storm and Cinderella's Dream we need to catch up on. Let's start with the 2-year-old, first time out. Talk me through that race and your thinking as it was developing.
Well, every horse in the race we're having the first run, so hard to know where the pace would come from, etc. And you know, my horse being a breeze up, I expected him to jump and relatively know his job well. And which he did. I thought he relaxed lovely in front, but you know, I really wanted him to get in behind a handful of horses and bring him through, but that wasn't to be today, just the way that it unfolded. And I was waiting in front with him, and then you know, Ryan just pounced on me a little bit, but he got time to react to get back up to win. So good performance. He's a horse that I really like, and you know, he's got plenty of scope to go with it and a great mind.
I was impressed by how he reacted, and that he had the craft to react that quickly and get his head down on the line.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, it was his first start, so you know, his career wasn't going to depend on today. You know, it was just seeing him in good light and getting him to have a good experience and learn plenty, which he did. And really, what he did was just a nice bonus, you know, because I thought he did very well.
And Charlie's talking about he doesn't necessarily think he might be ready for Group 1 level this season. Probably go into Pattern Company next, but go along steadily. Would that be your perspective too?
I would think so. Yes, he's quite a big rangy horse with plenty of scope, and you know, he's very natural. And you see him already looking at him, and when you ride him, he feels like a horse who's only going to improve at times. So you know, that certainly sounds like a good plan to me.
Yeah, he looks pretty exciting. Now, Cinderella's Dream, her second Group 1 success. Now, when you angled over towards January, I thought, hello, this is going to be a fight.
Yeah, no, exactly. And, you know, she's a street fighter, high-class street fighter. You know, she's and she never shirks a battle. And when I saw Ryan sneak away on the stand side, I thought, oh, hello, we're a bit away from him here, but you know, Cinderella's Dream, she responded very well, and when we locked horns, she came out on top. You know, she was never going to give in, and I think it provided a very good race between two very good fillies.
And did you feel in the end that the straight track was an advantage? Like returning to it, because you were talking about the wrangles before.
Yeah, I did. I mean, I don't know whether there was anything in that, but I just felt that way. And obviously today you'd have to say that might have been the case, but equally she's been effective on North American oval turf.
Yes.
So
and that might be her target at the end of the season as well.
Yeah, exactly. You know, she ran so well in the fillies and mares at the Elmar last year, where she was unlucky. So, but she's been a great filly, and I'm just delighted for her that she gets a well-deserved domestic Group 1.
Yeah, you felt from seeing her in the Dahlia that she should be able to get that this year. She looks a better horse.
Yeah, you know what she did in a Dahlia was of Group 1 class. Yeah. So you know, delighted that she's gone and done it, and she's never ever let us down. You know, never ever let us down. Wherever she's ran, she always puts in a shift and always runs a good race.
This has been a pretty good week, hasn't it?
So far, so good. We've still got a bit left.
Yeah. All power to you for the last day as well and the rest of today.
Thank you very much, Lydia. Thanks a lot.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.